Welcome to the program, everyone. Joining us today from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is Ginger Lewis, the owner and founder of Elevate Fitness Training, a functional fitness and wellness studio. Still a competitive athlete, sports have been Ginger's passion and always have been an avenue to good health and mental wellness her entire life. Ginger, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Bruce. It's wonderful to see you.
Thank you. Now, when did you start Elevate Fitness Training, and what was your motivations for starting your own fitness business?
Well, I've been in the fitness industry for more than 10 years now. I amassed a really nice client following and have been training them in the functional fitness philosophy. And if you didn't know what that is, it's really a way to support everyday life through exercising in space. So we never use machines. We're always teaching people to use their body weight. Also with resistance, so bringing in things like weights, dumbbells, kettlebells, even body weight, which is really helpful in the training process. You need things like strength and coordination, balance, mobility in order to move through life in a healthy way. So I believe very strongly in that kind of training. And I felt like at my original gym, we weren't addressing things like habit change in order to help maximize our clients' goals. And we really needed to look at that. And I wanted to start my own business, which I did 3 years ago, Elevate Fitness Training. And I brought in the behavioral change piece, which has really helped people understand what motivates them and help them move towards their goals more quickly.
Now, what are the main health-related concerns for most Americans these days?
Well, Americans are still really struggling with some chronic diseases, unfortunately, and obesity really tops the list. And along with that, obviously, comes things like type 2 diabetes and heart disease, hypertension, and especially after last year, there are lots of mental health issues that have now arisen, including depression and anxiety and insomnia.
24-Hour Fitness had a high market share in the U.S. fitness market, but filed for bankruptcy protection in June 2020, just 3 months into the pandemic. How has the coronavirus affected the U.S. fitness industry, including your business?
It has been a rough year. That's all I have to say. It's been tough for all of us in the fitness industry. Gyms in particular had to shut down. It was really considered almost dangerous to be in a gym, especially the nature of working out. So you're breathing heavily and you're sweating on surfaces, and we didn't know enough about coronavirus at that time. So everybody just had to stop doing what they were doing. And we went into panic mode. We realized we were going to have a digital transformation really quickly. And it took a lot of creativity, a lot of flexibility, a lot of patience to figure out how we were going to do that and survive. One of the ways I started was went on to YouTube, and we did a video on demand series, and that was great for my clients, but realized I had to expand that and went to the Mind Body online fitness platform. They started expanding their live streaming capabilities, VOD capabilities. So that allowed us to capitalize on that and continue working well through the pandemic. We were very pleased with that. And 91% of participants, business participants in MBO, went to that live streaming capacity and have just thrived.
Online fitness training is gaining enormous popularity with shares of Peloton soaring during the current pandemic. What do you think about the future prospects of online fitness training?
I think online fitness training is really here to stay now. It existed before 2020, and there were always people who wanted to use fitness on their own time, and we just had to hit the ground running and get very adept at providing these kinds of platforms for our clients. Clients use virtual fitness platforms to train anywhere, anytime. You receive great instruction. You're able to train in your own space without having to go to a gym, with sharing equipment.
Now, can both the online fitness industry and offline fitness industry coexist, or is it a zero-sum game?
I think they absolutely can coexist. As a matter of fact, I think they're very complementary. A lot of people who train virtually are doing very well, but you get into a rut, and those people also look for outside distractions, if you will, studios that have new and interesting programs that they might want to try. So even if you're training virtually, you absolutely want to get out and try something new and challenge yourself.
Now, Ginger, can you recommend any US and Korean stocks to our viewers?
Yes, absolutely. I am a fan of US banks again because I honestly think they're a great long-term investment. I think especially as we're moving out of pandemic times and unemployment is dropping, they're looking really great again. And I would say Bank of America and JP Morgan are my top two. And also look for dividends with them. That's very important. Amazon is going to continue to be a powerhouse. Also, Coupang, actually, an e-commerce company, shows great revenue growth, expanding customer base. And my Korean picks are Samsung Electronics. They've been around for decades. They are always a strong, growing company. And SK Hynix, which happens to be a semiconductor company, they're doing extremely well. They acquired part of Intel's business, and there's just tremendous growth on the horizon for them.
Ginger Lewis, dynamic and very fitness business entrepreneur. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Bruce. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much. She recommends Bank of America, JP Morgan, Amazon, and Coupang. And her Korean stock recommendations are Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix. Thank you so much for being with us today. Until we meet next week, please be safe and healthy.